Hello, well, I hope everyone had an amazing holiday, however you celebrate. We celebrate Christmas and it was pretty awesome, but I have to be honest, I haven't connected with you doing a live chat for quite some time. It's been a couple weeks, and part of that's because I have been so tired and so busy this year, and it seems like everyone I talk to is going through that, and I don't know, it seems like that every year, but it feels like even more so this year. Everyone I talk to is busy and either doing family stuff or traveling, and they're shopping, and it's just getting, I don't know, crazier all the time. I try to not do that. I try to not let the holidays do that to me, but this year it did, because we had a big party and I was finishing a 13-month construction project on my house, and I didn't really have a choice. There was just a lot happening, and my daughter, who's amazing, she, right before Christmas, ended up having some amazing news. She got both a manager and a pretty well-known agent, and so that was really exciting news. But she just keeps me so busy, that kid, and it just all came at the same time. So it got me thinking, you know, I had to go back to basics, just like I often coach people to do. It's like you have to protect your energy, and it occurred to me I've got to protect my energy. And one of the things, you know, that starts happening is it becomes a vicious circle. So your sleep becomes affected. As your sleep becomes affected, you're not thinking as clearly. I hope you guys can see me okay. I'm sitting outside because it's so pretty out today. Whoops, now you can't. Can you see me? I hope. Okay, so as your sleep becomes affected, everything becomes affected. And then during the holidays, everyone's drinking more alcohol, which really drains your energy. They're eating a lot more sugar. They're doing things that deplete their energy, and they want to use the excuse that, well, it's the holidays, so I should be able to. Well, should is not really the word. I mean, I think the better question and the better way to think about it is it getting you what you want? Do you want to do that? Because is it getting you what you want? That's how I think about it. So, so some of the things I started going back to, the basics for me were, I think of it like the trauma unit. When I worked in a trauma unit as a nurse, I think of it like ABCs. So things were insane working in that unit. And so we had to, everything was about like bare minimum, bare basics, priorities: airway, breathing, circulation. So it's like, that's how we prioritize things. It's like, is this, you know, airway is first, breathing is second, circulation is third, and if it doesn't meet those three things, then you don't do it. So it might seem like something else is important. Things often seem important that aren't as important. So there might be bloody rags on the floor that you feel like you need to clean up. There might be, you know, things going on and chaos and noises all around you that you feel like you need to take care of, but they're not the actual important things. So that's what I start going back to when I start to feel that overwhelmed feeling and like my energy is being drained. And unfortunately, I love you guys and I maintain my Facebook page, and because I have an amazing team, I'm able to maintain connection that way. But I did have to cut out some live chats for a little while. Social media can be an energy vampire. And so I want to encourage you to think about that. What we often think we must do, is it true? Must you do it? So that was just something I had to do, is go back to those basics. For me, ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation, those priorities are based on my values. Okay, so you should do a values assessment. I'm trying to get this lighting right. You should do a values assessment if you're not sure. So I'm touching my screen trying to get the lighting. So you should do a values assessment if you're not 100% sure if it's meeting your priorities, right? So for me, priorities: God, family, actually God, health, family. Family's third. My health, if I'm not healthy, I can't take care of anybody else. So if it doesn't meet those three, then it's got to come, that's my ABCs. And everything else has got to come after that. So in order to protect my health and my family relationships, I had to sort of put everything else behind that. So what does that mean? It means I walk around in gym clothes without makeup most of the time. I'm not doing live chats. I'm trying to get everything done. I'm trying to like do a lot of things. It also means that I set really clear boundaries with people, and I learn to say no. Saying no is not easy for a lot of people, but it's one of the most important words you will be able to use effectively, firm and kind, but learning to say no if you want to not only protect your energy, but if you want to be successful doing anything. So learning how to say no was hard for me. It was vital. It was critically important. And then also delegating. So I normally answer all of my Facebook questions myself. And I have to be honest, during these last couple weeks, I still answer the questions, but I had to have someone else going on and like communicating some of the basic stuff, getting those questions for me, talking to me on the phone while I'm driving. So doing some of those things, you can find a way to delegate if you're really creative. The big thing was protecting my sleep. So because your head starts to spin with, let's see, it says, she doesn't want to, okay, let's see, she wants to cancel the videos. You can just unsubscribe if you don't want to get the videos. It's because you're subscribed to my videos. So I apologize if you don't like the videos. That's okay, just unsubscribe to the page. So let's see. So sleeping. So to protect sleep, I do a few things. I have some relaxing teas. I take lavender baths at night. The big thing is I do a very short, I love to meditate for 20, 30 minutes when I can. Guess what? I can't do that during these times. So I have this 5-minute grounding, centering meditation that I do. And I visualize this white light sort of protecting me and my family. And it's this great little visualization process that I do that sort of settles me down, and I visualize myself letting everything go before bed. Otherwise, all of that stuff spins, and I end up focusing on all the things I have to do that make me crazy, right? And I don't want to do that before bed because I won't sleep. Melatonin for me, time-release melatonin and magnesium, and a lavender bath, and then my sleepy time tea, oh my gosh, really, really helps. But that is one of the big things, is protecting sleep. I already mentioned this, you gotta eat for energy. So if you're drinking a lot of alcohol and eating a lot of sugar, you're not going to have energy. You're not going to have that drive, motivation, energy to get you into doing what it is that you want to do to make yourself successful, especially going into the new year. I hear it constantly. So people want to believe, well, it's only the holidays. It's because it's the holidays. Yeah, the holidays last 3 months. Okay, come on. That's a quarter of the year. Get real. So there's always going to be an excuse to hurt yourself, right? I'm not saying you can never have a glass of wine, but this idea that you're drinking every night or, having 2 or 3 drinks a night, that is not going to help you. So it's not a should, is it getting you what you want? We have a 1-page miracle. You can go to my website, tanaamen.com. Love it. It helps you get your values and your priorities and what you want going into the new year. Go to tanaamen.com. Get that 1-page miracle. The reason we want it on 1 page for you is because you can then put it on your mirror or anywhere you want to, and that way you can see it, so that you can every day focus on, is my behavior getting me what I want? So it's free. Download it. It's a great way. We think it's better than trying to do a quote-unquote New Year's resolution, which, by the way, 80% of people give up by February. Why? Because they're not actually attached to it. It's just something they do because everybody does it, but there's no motivation behind it. There's no teeth in it. So we want you to know your why and be heavily connected to it. If you don't know your why, you'll never do your what. So download that and get started on that. So I just wanted to talk about that going into the new year, because all of us are affected by it. And I'm no different than anybody else. There are times where I love being connected to you guys and doing these live chats and doing many of the things I do. But when the rubber hits the road, when you are really depleted, you just got to stop and ask yourself. I mean, you can't see it, thank God, but I'm actually in my pajamas. So you just have to do what you have to do. You've got to focus on what gets you through the day, what is going to be the most important thing. But I meditated, I did the sauna, I exercised, and I took care of my family and did all of those things, did my prayer, and because now my energy is back to normal. I feel centered, I feel grounded, and I feel ready to connect with you guys again. So that's my goal going into 2018, is to protect my energy, because I know it's going to be a busy year with my daughter, with business, with many things I've got going on, and I've got to protect my health and my energy, and I hope you do as well. I hope you get something out of this. If so, please pass it on, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.